Okay guys, today I'm gonna rank every single pistol in Fortnite history. Yes, I mean every single pistol. Well, besides ones in LTMs and stuff like that. But Blitz, Ballistic, OG, Reload, Battle Royale, Creative Pistols, yada all count. So the Flashlight pistol counts, and the Ballistic version is the Ranger, Deagle, and Machine Pistol count as well. Everything else also counts. So yeah, that's it, and let's get into this. At 46th place, I put the makeshift revolver. It's really bad and it's really accurate. Even though it only does like 50 damage, I have to cut it some slack because, you know, I'm not meant to use it as a normal weapon. I'm meant to upgrade it, but still, it's really bad. Don't pick this up.
And would you look at that? Another Chapter 2 Season 6 weapon that's in 45th place. The Power Pistol. It's like better than a makeshift revolver because it does 44 damage. But since it's a burst pistol, then it does 88 per burst, so it technically makes it better. At 44th, it's the Scope Revolver. At 43rd, it's the Nighthawk. And at 42nd, it's the Marksman 6-shooter. I put this under the 6-shooter because I'm really bad at doing headshot damage. And the headshot damage is like really high compared to the body shot. 96 to the head and 24 to the body. And since I'm really bad at aiming, it goes here. So sorry to all the skilled players, I'm just trash.
At 41st, 4-1, it's the 6-shooter. And at 40th, it's Deadpool's Dualies. They're really bad and everyone hates them because you could do 21 damage and the fact that you get free health. Free health! Like, why do you get free health? That's like terrible. At 39th, it's the Lockout Pistol. At 38th, it's the normal pistol from Chapter 1 through 4. And at 37th, it's the Flintlock. Yes, I put it there. And you guys are probably gonna get mad at me. But it's overrated. Yes, I know it does 90 damage. And I know it's really good, I know it's kind of like a mouth pistol, but it pushes you back, gives you 4 damage before OG Fortnite. And it's really clunky and gimmicky, and I don't like that. At 36, it's the Blade Blaster from Chapter 6 Season 4. At 35th, it's the Deagle from Ballistic. At 34th, it's the original Deagle from Chapter 1 and only Chapter 1. And at 33rd, it's the Flashlight Pistol. You guys probably would have never heard of this before because it never came to Battle Royale. It's in Creative, and it's a pretty solid run-of-the-mill pistol that's semi-automatic. And that's the only reason why I put it here, because it's semi-automatic. If it wasn't, then it'd have more potential. It'd be a really good pistol. But alas.
At 32nd, it's, get ready for this, the Chapter 2 remix version of the purple and gold versions of the Chapter 2 Season 1 through 8 version of the semi-auto pistol. At 31st, it's the Dualies. At 30th, it's the pistol. And at 29th, it's the revolver. But the OG versions from Chapter 1 and 2, but the grey and blue versions. So basically the OG revolver that we know and love. Show the clip. Yeah, we all know and love that clip. It's really good. Also shows that the revolver is a high skill, high risk, high reward weapon because of the high damage but low fire rate, which shows that's a really good weapon and really balanced. And let's beat through the rest. So from 20th to 24th, it's the Ranger Pistol, Combat Pistol, Semi-Auto Suppressed Pistol from Chapter 1 through 3, the DL44 Blaster Pistol, and the Unstable Hyperburst Voltage Pistol. Now let's get through the top half. Okay, so since we're at the top half of this list, that means I'm going to talk about the items more in detail. And at 23rd is the Sidearm Pistol. This is a really well-rounded pistol. I mean, it does like high damage for a pistol, 31, 20. Also, it is semi-automatic, one of its flaws, which I don't really like, pet peeve about every single pistol. That's why the Sidearm is here in the list.
At 22nd is the Deagle from Chapter 2, 4, and 6. And I think it's mid. It's mid in basically every category besides the damage. It's like a mini sniper, but I think there's Deagles, other versions of it, that can do whatever this one does, but better, so that's why it gets here. At 9th plus 10th place is the Westall 34 Blaster Pistols. The second best dual pistols in the game. Because, like, it's really good. Like, what, 34, 35 damage with Barrier of 5.5? I mean, I know that's only like a DPS of around not even 200, but it's still pretty accurate and usable, and probably even better than the M16, to be honest. At 20th place is the gold OG revolver from only OG Fortnite Season 1 and technically in Creative, but that's a different version. and we're going to talk about the OG Fortnite Season 1 version. So basically, it's the same as the new revolver, but besides the fact that it has a fire rate of 0.9, and that's why it's here. And at 19th, it's the ballistic ranger pistol. It's only higher than the ranger pistol because of like the burst shot accuracy. Other than that, it has the same DPS as any other pistol. Same damage, same fire rate, basically copy paste. At number 18th is the base revolver from Chapter 3. And I have a lot to say about this. It's really good. Like, I don't know why I keep on glazing it, but I just really love it. The design, the damage, the, you know, high risk, high reward, yada yada. Like, it's just good in everything. Like, even the fire rate's faster, 1.5. And even though the DPS is what, 99, it's still pretty good, and I love it. It also has a high headshot damage at 168, so make this a well-rounded pistol. Next is the Deagle from Chapter 5, and only from Chapter 5. Alright, so this thing is really good, especially on that one Sunday when I used and it absolutely cooked. That thing's like a mini sniper. Like, I know it is technically the same as the old Deagle, but it has bullet drop, but it does 94 damage, and you can add scopes on it so you can make it more accurate too. That's how good that's how good the Chapter 5 Deagle is. You may not believe it, but I really like it. High caliber, heavy hitting pistol, that's really a great substitute for sniper. Would definitely pick this up over, like, basically most of the pistols. Next is the fully auto purple and gold version of the Chapter 2 pistol. And this pistol's like really decent. Like, it's just a run-of-the-mill pistol, except it does like 29 damage, but the same fire rate as basically any other pistol. So yeah, nothing really special, but it's still really good. Okay, so at 15th place is the creative version of the original revolver from Chapter 1 Season 1. So it's basically the same thing as that, except it has a fire rate of 1.5. You might be wondering, why are you putting this over the new revolver? They have the exact same stats. That's because the OG one looks better, so yeah.
Next is the Monroe pistol, and this I put it over the Deagle because even though the hipfire and ADS does less damage than it, it still has a faster fire rate and you can take shots faster. Also, I think it's more accurate and it hits hard as well, even though it is, as I said earlier, does less damage than the Deagle. It's still pretty good. Okay, so at 13th place is the silent pistol. This is actually really good. Like, it's underrated as frick, especially the mythic one that came out in Chapter 6 Season 2. This thing does 31 damage, and it's a sprayable weapon. Way better than the Scar, way better than the M16, way better than most assault rifles, because this is a really good pistol, underrated and definitely an underdog. I love this. At 12th place is the Hyperburst. Like, this thing is really good, better than the Suppressed. First, has a faster fire rate than most pistols. Second, it's really accurate, more accurate than most assault rifles without the scopes. And third, I just really love the way it sounds and the way it looks. Like, basically almost everything is perfect. Besides, I can't really think of a disadvantage. It's just that there are 11 other pistols that are better than this, But aside from that, Hyperburst pistol, one of the best pistols. It's really good. Pick it up. And at 11th place is DL44 Plus pistol again, but only in ballistic. It was only in for half the season, mini season 1. But it's still the exact same as DL44. It just does more damage and it has first shot accuracy. So yeah, this might be a hot take, but at 10th place I'm putting the tactical pistol here. It's good. I know it has the same fire rate, same damage, blah blah, yada yada, same thing, yeah. But it is more accurate and you can use it as a substitute for an SMG, an AR, and yeah, that's why it's higher than the Hyperburst, surprisingly. At 9th place is the machine pistol. I'm only putting it here because it has a DPS of 300, so yeah. At 8th place is the kill switch revolvers. And I'm only putting it here not because of its high damage of 44 per burst, well, because it's dual pistols. It's also because of that matrix effect that makes it have first shot accuracy, so it makes it extremely accurate. And you could also combo it back in the day with the robbing grappler trick, and you can just use a matrix effect and then just frag people mid-air, until the grappler got vaulted. Then the kill switch revolvers, they're still good after that, but still. At 7th place, it's the Lawless Explosive Mav Pistol. This thing is as good as any Mav pistol, and I like the explosive radius. It adds an extra 50 damage, well, not an extra 50 damage, just 50 damage if you indirectly hit someone. So the radius is pretty good. But outside of that, it's just average mammoth pistol. It's just that there's one flaw. It's just that it's projectile instead of hit scan, so it just makes it even worse than the normal mammoth pistol. And that's why it's higher. But I'm not going to tell you what to spot yet, because you're going to find out soon. And that's number 6. You might be surprised, but just the conductor's hand cannon. It's really, really good. Show the video. Oh. Can you breathe? Yes. Yeah, absolutely could for that thing. First, it's a mini sniper. Second, it does 103 damage. Third, the reload time is extremely fast. Fourth, there's like 8 mag inside it. So it's basically like a mini semi-auto sniper. At 5th place, we got the Shadow Tracker. This thing's actually really, really good. Like, it's a silent pistol, but it has more mag, and you can track people with it. Like, you can mark them, and you can easily find them if they try to run away, and you can kill them. So yeah, other than that, average gold silent pistol. So yeah, next is a mammoth pistol, and we all love the mammoth pistol. Every single meta it's been in, it's always cooked. Everyone's been using it, and everyone knows how to use it because it's just that easy to use. It does like 99 damage in gold, and even though it has 1 mag and you have to constantly reload, it still makes up for good damage and good accuracy. For a high caliber pistol, this is one of the best of its kind. At 3rd place, I think it's the Marksman Record Revolver. I mean, the Record Revolver is pretty good. It's just that this one's more of a spammy kind of, 60 damage type thing. I don't really like spammy shotguns that do low damage, so that's why I get it. It's a really good shotgun pistol, to be honest. At 2nd place is Baron's Double Down Mammoth Pistol. It is literally the best mammoth pistol of all time. And it's that thing, but it's better, like in basically every way. Damage, better. Mag, better. Accuracy, the same, and it was always good. Like, I thought they could never improve the mammoth, but they just did. Added more mag and damage. That's why it's so damn good. More overpowered than the normal mammoth. If you get this in reloads, you're gotta cook. And at 1st place, it's the Record Revolver. This thing is actually goated, and it beat the mammoth pistol in being the best pistol in the game, because first, it does high damage with a high fire rate for shotgun slash pistol, and it's really, really accurate, even though it has a shotgun shell, and it's easy to hit shots, easy to get kills, easy to get dubs, because it's just the best pistol in the game, ever. You should pick this up anytime, and it's way better than all the other pistols because it's obviously first. If you compare this to the makeshift revolver, then it's basically a piece of dust compared to this thing, because that's how good it is. I know it looks like I'm glazing it, but we all know it's good, and that's the end of the list. And that's the list. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more content like this. Also, please let me know your opinions on my list below, because I want to see your opinions as well, and then react to them and comment to them, yada yada. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for supporting me. Let's hit 2K, or at least 1.5 for the end of the year, and goodbye.